So, the video title is that the Reclaimer is too dirty. I could have also titled it that the ship interior should be detached from the perceived dirt level that it would have from the purpose of the ship, okay? So let's imagine I'm here on Yela, and it's a snowstorm, and I can barely tell if it's day or night. And my character is cold, and she just wants to get inside to the safety of the ship. And especially in the Reclaimer or other large ships, they're not just a ship you fly around, they're also like the house that you live in because of their size and all different facilities they have. Okay? And the Reclaimer has two major problems. It's too dirty on the inside, and the lighting is too umber colored. And I call it, let's go upstairs to the habitation deck. It's because I think the developers subconsciously let their subconscious thinking about what the profession is about seep into the location design, which is the lighting and how dirty the place is. Okay, let's go to the habitation deck slowly. Can I see you already got water everywhere? It's dirty. The lighting is a bit low end, and the problem is here. The ship was probably built after the Nostromo, and after the Nostromo in the Alien movie, which means they didn't just build it like an industrial ship. They built it after an industrial ship that got attacked by an alien, and that is in a state of really strong disrepair. Okay, and that's a bad thing because as a player, I want to feel safe in my ship, but that ship is too dirty for that, and it's too dirty everywhere. Okay, you can see here the grime over here. Like it makes sense that it's dirty in the dirty areas, which means the claw of the Reclaimer and perhaps the salvage compartments, they can be dirty, but this area here will be cleaner. Because imagine if you would live on an oil rig in real life. Or if let's say you do any type of activity in real life, that's any type of blue collar stuff, like fixing a car, working in a workshop or something. Let's say you work on cars during the daytime. And then you come back home, you don't roll around in dirt and oil and then put it everywhere in your home just because it's a dirty job. Also, you probably wouldn't take a stack of tires, put gasoline on it, and then light it on fire to cook dinner over it. Because that's currently the logic of the Reclaimer interior. Notice it's too dirty everywhere, and the lighting is too poor. Which means they went too far in turning it into a movie set for the alien, instead of just being a ship you can live in. And the problem if you do that, if you already offset the dirtiness of a ship in a certain direction, then you got no more room to make an actual Reclaimer that is actually dirty appear dirty. Because I'm not sure if the developers will have any type of procedural interior dirt building up. I mean, I think they plan it for characters and for ship exteriors, which I think is great. And even if they don't, because I think, look here, that's the mess hall of the Reclaimer. See here, first of all, the lighting is too blown out. Like, it should be a place where you want to go with your friends, sit at a table and eat something in the game. But notice how dirty the place looks. But you really want to eat something in that place. Look at it. It looks like nobody wiped it over for about 50 years. See here. Okay, then you got more dirt over here. And then, I mean, architecturally, it's a really nice ship. It has a certain asymmetry in the interior. And it has the Nostromo and the padded walls. That's great. But it looks a bit too abused. You can see here, like the scratches and like there's scratches where there shouldn't be scratches. See, this is, I think, the drone repair room, supposedly where drones come out. Then your character goes in, repairs them, and then maybe there's some dirt in that room, because depending if the drone is outside in the snow on the sand or somewhere, then you might get some parts dirty. But the interior of the ship should be as clean as any other ship, like for example, like the Hammerhead or the modern Argo ships. Because the weird thing is, Argo ships are super clean in this game, because the developers, I think, associate transporting cargo or delivering packages as some super clean Amazon warehouse type of thing. However, when it's some slightly more blue-collar activity, they assume it's like everything is completely dunked in grime 24/7, which is also not the case. Notice here the lighting is clean and white. Notice it gets a bit more umber over here. see that yellow light also doesn't make sense because there's no reason to install colored lights in a ship like that, unless you want to enhance the mood in an artificial way. Like in this scene, for example. This looks cool at first glance because it has a high contrast, like the lighting is high contrast with the light shafts. But it's cool for one cut scene that you watch one time if you're in a ship that's already slightly damaged. But if you're in a ship you want to work every day, that gets highly irritating. And I think it's also somewhat of a crutch for ship designers and the lighting artists if they reach for extreme lighting conditions with light shafts. That can become a crutch really quickly because whenever lighting doesn't look good in a scene, instead of subtly arranging it so it looks better, you just go with the brute force light shaft thingy. Because that's too much. Like, imagine spending 5 minutes in that room. You probably have to squint all the time. Okay, so now I'm in the beautiful Hammerhead interior. And now this is a combat ship. And this ship was expressly built for combat. So when this ship does its job, it's pure violence and death that it's projecting on enemies, okay? So by the previous logic, if people would say that a reclaimer should be dirty on the inside, then this ship should have body parts and blood sprayed everywhere on the interior. And it should come like that from the factory because it's a combat ship. You know how absurd the logic is here. And this is how clean the reclaimer should be. You see clean white lighting? And it's mostly clean. Okay, there's some grease on the ground, but it doesn't look as abused as a reclaimer. Notice the lighting doesn't look sinister. It doesn't look like it's a movie set for a horror movie. I think that's more luxurious than the 890 jump. I think it's an inviting, beautiful. The colors are nice. Let me go to the mess hall. Okay, now compare that to the reclaimer mess hall. So yeah, that's the point of the video, is that they should remove the grime from the reclaimer so it looks like factory new, and optimize the lighting so it looks less sinister. So it actually looks like a friendly place towards the player. And it can still keep some type of dirt in the areas that come in contact with the salvage, like the salvage grinding room and some attached maintenance area or something. That's a scene from, I think it's called Asiedo Habs. And it has a similar architecture to what you get in the reclaimer, okay? But notice how much warmer and cleaner it looks. Okay, the lighting is off, but notice that looks like an inviting and safe place. It's cramped, but it's not grimy and dirty, and the lighting is soft. And I just wanted to show you this clip at the end, so you can separate the old Nostromo-ness of the reclaimer from the dirtiness of it.